I'm walking on that rainbow to the pot of gold. The young brother always working, hungry for more. Ascension, attention, ascension.
Unplugged Season 2, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today, I have one of the more talented artists. Sorry. He's trying to show me some... Jesus, man. What's wrong with you?
I'm showing you this.
I know. What's wrong with you, man?
Take you like fresh.
I know. The picture and the product.
So the shit came through, Mazi. You got like
Story for another day.
Yeah, those two small watches and I can give my little sister, Mazi. Like shika hii and itakusaidia kwa KCSE.
Oh no.
Yeah?
Ladies and gentlemen, Ace the Don.
What up?
AKA the Don of the business.
Mingi,
AKA Alpha. AKA
Kronos.
AKA
your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
which is true. Don't doubt the facts. Don't doubt the facts at all. What's good, man?
Niko salama, Mazi. I'm chill, I'm easy, I'm kicking it. Sahi nimebeat. See, I told you I'm just from the gym, Sahi. So
Usimwone hivi is bigger in real life. Usimwone.
So Mazi hamtaki nitoe hii hoodie. Mtashtuka. Actually, I'm not as big, so
It's a lie. It's a lie. So what's good, man? Niambie how you...
Mimi niko fiti, Mazi. How's your 2020?
My 2020? Busy. Ish. Of course, I was trying to get this interview, by the way. Chasing you for 2 months.
Fam.
And chasing other people for 2 months. You know who you are. You know who you are. When you watch this, you'll know who you are.
Mazi,
chasing you for 2 months.
Life happens, Mazi. Life happens. Especially, it's November, December. Unapata, those are the times when people are busiest. So...
My bad. I was trying to look for people.
Yeah? But January, when is today? Today is? 14th. No mini pata. Yeah? Say it's January, so not much is going on. Like, not much is going on, but for me, it's kind of different because I'm actually dropping something on 31st.
A day after my 27th. I feel honored.
Yeah. So, consider that.
Yeah, I'll consider that one of my birthday presents. Just dropping music.
Like, Goja. But how does that work? Like, your birthday present is my music video dropping, of which Mindion type perform.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm not performing for you. Where's it, damn? I'm still trying to figure out how this is gonna be your birthday present.
No, it's music. It's music. Like, it's hip hop.
It's good music.
It's what I love.
It's good music.
It's hip hop. It's what I love.
Fuck your story. Utajuaje labda ni gengeton. Tuna sell out, Mazi. Tuna sell out. See, I told you that shit, Mazi. I told you that shit. Tulikuwa tunaiongelea when? Gengeton for life, Mazi.
I swear if you do a gengeton track.
See, that is our sound, Sai.
Like criticism, you of all people.
No, but shida ya gengeton ni gani?
Actually, there's none. It's club music, or it's a phase of music, or it's a genre of music that is mostly club based.
I think people.
It's not something you can play in the morning on your way to work. It's not something you can play usiku. Unless you're about to go out.
I think, Mimi, the one issue that I have with gengeton music, and I usually don't talk about this often because people will get it misconstrued. I often want to argue over trivial shit. But the one thing that I have misconstrued with gengeton music is how it's packaged. We were talking about you know, in relation to in comparison with
yes.
genge music. Ukakuja kuangalia genge was also more or less ka gengeton, you know, that party hype music and but ukakuja kuangalia genge was kind of sort of like hip hop where you could let me give you an example. Mseka nani Major ni mzo wa genge and we respected him in that era, but then Major Ali also gave us, you know, that party music and, but Major was creative with how he made his music. Uka watch, what was this song called? Niko Poa. When you watch Bonge la Biashara Ujua Kali, when you watch this why am I forgetting the names of these songs?
No, it's fine.
Unaget? Yeah. When someone like Jua Kali gave us, you know, tracks like Kiasi, but at the but then again he gave us Kwaheri with Sanaipei. It's still genge, but it's, you know, you can incorporate different topics to rap or sing about.
Yeah.
Okay. But then with gengeton, it's all flat out their party songs and, you know, they don't get creative with it. Unajua tu kani gengeton, it's people talking about how they do drugs and, you know, the chicks twerking and shit and how they're gonna get that dick and unaget. So that's the one problem that I have with gengeton. It's how it's packaged. If you can come on as approach gengeton differently. Like there's these kids, what's their names? I was just watching the video today. Today and yesterday. I was saying to wamefanya nini track na Lamaz nani na KOB. So this track, it's called, I'm gonna get it just now. This track, it's called Matata. I mean Mare Mare by Matata featuring KOB. That track, even when you watch the video, the concept of the video, it's dope. Like, I kind of related it to, I don't know if you've watched Purpose, the movement, Justin Bieber. It's like 40 minutes long. It's on YouTube. There's this track, Justin Bieber. Where are you now that I need you? And there's a video like Nini. These youngins wameshoot kwa supermarket, and it's more or less the same concept, but then they've also brought it out in such a unique way and a spectacular way, and unaget something like that, a song like that, it's entertaining even to the eyes. It's different, plus the song itself is catchy. It's, you get, and minona gengeton, if other artists would get on board na wafanye hivyo, even I would get on board and support gengeton. But then I can't wake up every morning. Nika tu vile umesema. It's not a track yenye unaweza isikia. And this is an interview I watched at Joel Ortiz a couple of years ago. Because alikuwa naulizwa juu ya, you know, doing tracks and, you know, why not going commercial and shit. And Joel Ortiz was like, kila mtu ataruka kwa hype ya, you know, kudrop the club music. But nani atatoa track ya yenye utasikia when you're dressing up to go to the club.
Exactly. Who is going to...
or on a Sunday afternoon when you just want to chill. Or on a Monday morning, sazile you're stuck in traffic. I mean, nitasikiza easy tracks because, just like I said, it has sparked some trivial conversations. Nikitaja track. So for example, nikisema Figa. Figa, nitaisikia kwa club na itachachisha. Lakini sitataka kusikiza Figa on a Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon, nataka kusikiza Zenia Manase. On a Sunday afternoon, nataka kusikiza Karun. Sunday afternoon. Unaget? So, in regard to music, if you're versatile enough, and this makes like an all-round artist. If you're versatile enough and, or maybe they intend to stick to that one area, that one subgenre, you know, hip hop or of gengeton, of you know, kutoa party music. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. So maybe until we have a conversation with an actual gengeton artist, then we'll get where their head's at. And yeah.
Alright, so let's take it back to the beginning. You actually mentioned to me.
In the beginning,
Listen.
God created.
Listen. Yeah, it's not that. It's not that beginning. But no, I'm talking about like you mentioned something interesting off camera that we are actually the third generation of Kenyan music.
Yeah.
And then there's the fourth, which is now I guess these kids with Gengeton. Is that the fourth generation, or is it still the third generation with them?
It's the fourth.
It's the fourth.
Is it that generation as it since June 2011? We've been there for a minute.
Yeah.
Mimi, it's just that I took a brief hiatus from music.
Like Jay-Z.
Because I had other shit that was going on.
Yeah.
But 2020, we came to the realization that this is what we love doing and this is what we want to do like for the rest of our lives. So my mind is set on music and creating good music and everything music related. That's where my head is at.
Alright. So tell me,
but tukakuja kuangalia the third generation.
Yeah.
Tulikuwa huko since way back when Sisi and the Kalis,
the
and the Octos and the Ecstatics and there for a minute, even before 2011.
Yeah.
Nakumbuka when nani Kali ali come second in second place kwa MC Africa.
Yeah.
His name called MC Africa. Ecstatic was also in there.
Yeah.
Point Blank ndio alishinda.
Yeah.
Unajua sahi, you know, people are grown maze sahi. I bet they don't even remember all this shit maze, but those times I was still a fan. Mimi nilikuja kuanza ku rap like some 1-2 years after that.
But so like tell me about you. How did you come up with your rap name? Let's talk rap names. How did you come up with Ace the Don? Or did you have a rap name before that and then you changed it to Ace the Don?
Yeah. And I'll take that name to the grave. I'll take that name to the grave.
You can tell me
because Z. True. I cannot tell you. Then at yoto kuzo kuulize by the off camera. What did he say?
Okay, fine.
I am taking that name to the grave. So I'm just ashamed of it. But see jina mbaya, but misi pendi. Misi pendi. So
everyone has a beginning.
But Ace, and keep this in mind. I was still young. I was still naive. In my 20s, you know. This was some 9-10 years ago.
Yeah.
When I came up with the name Ace. Ace was an acronym for arsenic, chronic, explosive. Yep, and
Jina kubwa.
Hey, mimi na Kisongo wana.
Dictionary.
Mimi na Kisongo. And the Don was simple just because I liked mafia movies, maze. You know, Don Corleone. He was just and you know when you call yourself so number 2 was finding my niche. And number 3, which I'm at now, is now making money off the music. Yeah, because when you attend for this, and this is something that irks me.
Yeah.
Ukiangalia the rest of
use the hashtag thirsty Don.
when you look at the rest of the continent, ukiangalia place ka SA.
Yeah.
SA people are living good off of music. But TZ people are living good off of music. Nigeria people are living good. But ukiangalia in Kenya, music is seen as a hobby. Yeah. When it can be so much more.
Yeah.
Because, and this is the mentality in Supel. You know,
you'll never make money off music.
Yeah, you'll never make money off music. And this is something that Shuki Nini used to say.
Yeah.
He used to say that the music industry is designed for the artist to be at the bottom of the food chain. Good thing is we're getting we're getting away from that time.
Yeah.
You know, when an event organizer atapanga kila kitu from security to the venue to equipment na kila kitu. But then ikifika the artist, anaambia artist hakuna pesa, tumia platform, ni exposure tunakupea and all that bullshit. But we can still make a shit ton of money from music, especially now more than ever. Music can be a career just like every other. And good thing is many artists, of course, they need other career opportunities in as a come up from music, but music can be a source of income and a very good one at that. So that's my third. That's my third. That's what my mind is set on right now. So yeah, ulikuwa unaniuliza the accomplishments. Najua nimeenda round tu kuambia vitu tatu.
No, because I feel it's important that every act has an idea of what they want to get done in music.
Yeah.
And where you want to go. Because that's important. Which is why, like, I always ask the question, where do you see yourself, like, let's say 5-10 years down the line? I always ask that question. But
there's this song, Young Jeezy and Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
Track funny ya kitambo, I can't remember the name. So inaanza with these kids wakikuwa interviewed. Kiulizwa, where do you see yourself, in 10 years? And they want to say, I want to be a doctor, and I want to be, alafu this last kid anaulizwa, where do you want to be in 10 years? Alafu mtu anajibu, I just want to be alive. No, but that's anyway, nimekuinterrupt kusema kitu ya ujinga.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But so you have a very extensive catalog. Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of music.
Yeah.
Especially packing into heavy projects that are like 10, 20 songs deep.
Yeah.
That's how many projects have you done? Like, can you count them?
Yeah. Okay, I have Birth of the Best, I have Underrated, I have Life and Rhyme, Bars 101, and Legend. Those are the 5 projects zenye niko nazo. But besides that, I have a shit ton of singles and a shit ton of collaborations that I've done with other. So I actually, all of them are mixtapes apart from Legend and Life and Rhyme. Yeah, because
Bars 101 was a mixtape.
Yeah, Bars 101 was a mixtape. Much as I would have loved for it to be an album, I didn't want that to be my debut album. My debut album, which I have been working on since 2015, is called Avutakata. Avutakata.
Alright.
So
I know he can't reveal it right now.
Bado. Yeah. But yeah, it's a conceptual album that I have been thinking about and I have been working on. I even have the artwork. I've had that artwork ready since 2015. Yeah. So that album is what I want to be my debut album, and I would not release it yet because I don't feel that I am in the right mind space and I'm not in the right position in the industry to release an album. Yeah, because I still feel I can do a lot more which I want to do before I release an album. So I still have time. Besides, after that, I also have to work on A's and B's Volume 2. That'll be another 26 tracks. Then I also have the Barred Up series. That was just Volume 1 nearly done. So I have to work on Volume 2, 3, 4. And I have a shit ton going on, like in music. And even music-related things.
like calling me and telling me, yo, come to town at 6 a.m. And then somehow, some way, I don't go because I have other things I am doing that Sunday. Because I am the only child at home.
In fact, on Friday, nini utania company kucheki, there's IT friend of mine. There's something that we're working on that's music related.
Okay.
Hata simbali hapa tu Ronga. Si unajua Ronga ni Smallville. Kila mtu yuko Ronga.
Yeah, that's true.
Kila mtu yuko Ronga. Anything you need, maze. If you want.
But there are a lot of dope acts have come out of Ronga. In case you didn't know.
Yes.
In case you didn't know.
Wase wengi sana.
Been legends like Chihuahua. Chihuahua used to live in Ronga.
I remember the first time nilicheki Chi. So I've been a fan of Chihuahua for the longest time. Nimekuwa nikimsikia,
same,
you know,
same.
yeah, 2050 ukisikia sasa nini sasa mnafilaje, and these are just the mainstream, you know, alafu ukasikia sijui his beefs na usikiza tracks. I was a big fan of Chihuahua. Then 2000 and was it 2003 or 4? Cause si tulihamia Ronga 2003.
Yeah.
Alafu mimi nikasettle tu huko 2003. So niko hapa Tuskies. So nimetulia kwa ndai ya Pero. Then Chihuahua walks past and I'm like, oh shit, this is Chihuahua. So at that time sikuwa nimeanza nimeingia muziki, sijaanza kurap. So I was introduced to Sniper. Then this one time I met Snipers. Nimeishia, you know, I want to record.
Sniper Ganji.
Yeah, Giganji.
Giganji.
So then Chihuahua walks in. Fam, mi nilikuwa starstruck because this is Chihuahua maze amekaa hapo mbele. So you maze you're in this is years later.
Yeah.
This is 2011.
Yeah.
This is 2011 when I met Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Since 2004, I think. It was 2004.
Yeah.
And this is Chihuahua. Then maze Chi, by the way maze imetoka kurecord track flani hapa. Maze unaweza isikiza. Chi is easy. He's a cool guy. That's a cheza ina shida. So nikicheza just recorded verse 1, verse 1, verse 2 chota Chiba na nikamwambia niachie verse 2. And Chi akaniekea. Like without any pressure akaniekea verse. I think that was the first
Was that your first collab?
Collaboration. It wasn't my first collaboration, but it was my first collaboration with, you know, a major artist in the industry.
Major guy.
I don't even know where that song is.
It's lost tapes. Let's just say it's lost tapes.
Fam, let me tell you, I was going through my catalog, and if I were to release Artist G lost tapes, zinaweza kwa volumes mingi sana.
Yeah, you can do that like when you're about to retire, you just do that.
Those collaborations that, because, and this is something that I love about the industry.
Yeah.
Locally and internationally, like unapata people who you never thought they would be in the same room have worked together. Like I was listening to a Joe Budden Ransom track. I was listening to Remember the Titans. Yeah, Joe Budden, Royce, of course Joe and Royce, you know they were in Slaughterhouse. Alafu ongeza Lloyd Banks and Fabulous hapo. Tuseme kama sahi, like I have a shit ton of unreleased songs. I have a song with Kimia and Dodi Damu.
Najua ziko archives.
Yeah, I have a song with 6 kg, Akina Busela and 6 foot. Plenty of songs.
Yeah.
But anyway, when I retire or die, ndio zinaweza toka.
Let's put it like when you're close to actually retirement.
Or nipate
from music.
Nipate consent from these people, niwaambie as how hii track ikitoka kuna shida. So
I don't start beefs again.
Oh?
I might go beef season then.
Hey, what you talk about? Ushaniona niki back down from beef?
No. Pass. Speaking of which, let's talk about your history with beefs.
Mimi.
Briefly, let's talk about you
Mimi.
and Papa Don.
Mimi.
Is that finally
I have
solved?
approached.
No. Let's
Yeah. We're getting there. I have always approached. I had always approached, because right now I'm in a different mind space. Right now I just want to make good music. But I was always competitive in hip hop. I was the person when and even the industry, other artists and journalists and what have you, they knew me for that. I was very competitive. I had a competitive spirit. And I was never one to shy away from controversy. Like, you remember when Octo took to social media and he was talking about, other artists are, mnatupatia subpar videos, and he was just talking a lot of shit. And in my mind, I'm thinking, fam, first off, everyone has to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
You started with On Top. On Top was a dope song, but it was a shitty video. But we understood that you were also starting out. So you just keep giving us good music, and you'll advance with time. Pesa ikiendelea ikiingia, you'll give us better music. And that's what happened with Octo.
Yeah.
Then when you get to a point where now your content is of quality, alafu send you start shitting on the people who are coming up behind you. Of course I had a problem with that. Me very fast. Kwanza, I remember IT called me. IT akanicall. Akaniuliza, Ace, Maze, have you seen that post ya Octo? I'm like, Maze, nimeisikia. IT ananichocha because people know. Maze, Ace, ebu ingia kwa studio disumse.
I remember, because I was one of the people who churched out of retirement.
Yes, Ati.
I churched out of retirement. You.
Ati, ebu ingia studio mazudi sumse. Fam. I hit Kevin Grants up, and Grants had a beat ready. And that's how Light Work. I came to record Light Work. Light Work is in Bars 101, of course. And now, ukatiki kitu kama hii, I don't even think at hiyo story ya nini ya Octo it got far, because I have met Octo even after that. And Octo, like, he's a chill guy. He's a cool guy, and tukakaa chini and we talked shop, and we just started talking shit and just having a good time. So Octo is also a cool guy. Your story na Papa, that's what you were leading to, eh?
That's why I was asking, like, is that done, or you think like something will come up again?
Frankly, I don't care. Because when Papa dropped, and this is from my side, like, of the story, Papa drops Python Flow. And Python Flow, Ana Chocha, Vile, he's the best, and Bragado shit.
Yeah.
What all of us artists, Sufanya.
Yeah.
Then, it premiered at Homeboys Radio, and Jinx, akachocha story. Because Jinx, pia yupendezi ma story sana. Ati, with these shots at Ace the Dawn, then Papa akareply, akasema, kama anajiona bingwa, he can step up to the mic. So, first I saw the tweets, then I went and listened to the song, and I was like, these are not shots. This is shit that I also say on almost every track. So. But Papa kept insisting. And he kept taking shots at me on social media. Nafungua Twitter, napata Papa yuko hapo. Nafungua Facebook, napata Papa yuko hapo. Na mimi, nilikuwa tu nacheka. I was just laughing at the whole story. I was like, So, on a Thursday evening, I'm just about to go on air. Then, like 7 minutes to 7, I remember, it was 7 minutes to 7. Nasukumio link. Yeah, Warlord. Papa amekudis, hebu sikiza hii. So nikaambia everyone at the office, shh. Papa amenidis, hebu tuisikize. So he pressed play. Ikaanza aje. Mbwa wewe. That's how the song starts. So we listen to it, and in my mind I'm thinking two things. One, it was because Papa was talking a big game of how, like how lyrical, we can go at each other lyrically. What the fuck is that? we listened to Warlord, and frankly, to me, it was below par. Because I felt that Papa Don could have done better.
Yeah.
Papa Don, like, I've listened to Papa Don's catalog, and Papa Don is also dope in his own right.
Yeah.
And that diss track was just, it sucked. But then you have people who don't really care much for lyricism and what have you. Papa Don amenda hapo and he mentions my dick so many times and talking about vile atanikata na panga and Lil Dick and Mumbo wewe and vitu za ujinga sana. Na watu wako kwa comment section wanamchocha. Sema papa mazee nyu umemuongelesha. Now, knowing my track record and my history of not shying off from beefs, so I call my manager and I'm like, umesikia. Then my manager listens to it. Then she's like, don't even bother with it. Atu usimjibu. Then nikamwambia, but I'm in a position where I talk a big game, and finally kuna nyama imejileta hapa, mboga imejileta. Then I back off and talk about, oh, I can't even respond to this. It'll be a pussy move on my end. I'll look like a bitch. So my manager gave me the go ahead. She was like, you know what? Go ahead. Nikamwambia fiti. And the following day, I had recorded. Nilikuwa nimeandika, nika record and put it up online. Skizeni. That was Apprentice Adept. And a lot of shit that I talked about it, hapo, I didn't expect the general audience to get it because I wasn't talking to the audience. I was talking to Papa Don. You can go on and listen to that track over and over, and I bet there's a lot that you wouldn't get because I'm talking to Papa. Then Papa responds with Plaintiff. So I listened to Plaintiff, and Papa was, from my end, when I listened to it, I could tell that he was trying to sound like Rick Ross and Idols Became Rivals, you know, talking to me like a son, and, you know, trying to put some facts on the table. Only the facts were so inaccurate. Facts were so inaccurate. And when I listened to it, I thought, at the beginning, I thought that this was an exercise of lyricism. Because Papa was like, if he thinks that he can step on the mic with me, so even I approached it from a lyrical standpoint. The first diss track that Papa dropped was way below par. No, zero lyricism. Nakunita, easy man, chokwa, And the second one, he was trying to be deep. He was trying to be fake deep. Because the shit that he was talking about are so inaccurate. And Papa, nihala, so that I can debunk your diss track, so that you can see where you went wrong in so many places. The shit that he was talking about. Oh, I didn't do this and I did this. And this was, and this is the shit that I was talking about in Apprentice Adept. I mentioned a point where Papa Don loves gossip.
We don't have to get into that.
We don't have to get into that. Then, the shit that he's talking about in Plaintiff is shit that he found out from gossip. So he was just proving my point for me. But hizo vitu zote zenye alikuwa naongelea, I was just like, I don't need to respond to this. I thought this was a lyrical thing, and I would have been obliged. To go, you know, to exercise, you know, another round of lyrical prowess with Papa Don. But after that, we haven't talked. And the shit that he was talking about, I'll tell you all about it. But the shit that he was talking about, fam, I went and debunked all that shit. I remember I was talking to Nani. I was talking to Shoe Kid. And I was like, fam, what the fuck is this that this guy is saying? Then I go and show him receipts of everything contradicting everything that was happening anyway. So, but after that, me and Papa have never talked. besides the beef, Papa is a very intelligent guy. When you sit down with him and when you have a conversation with him, you will learn a lot from Papa. He also knows a lot about the industry.
True. Very true.
And honestly, there's no bad blood between me and Papa from my end.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all adults, and this is another thing that I was saying in Apprentice Adept. Like, if you have a problem with me, you have my phone number. Call me. We'll talk about it like grown adults, not hop on
tracks.
On tracks without talking to me or consulting me. You know, so that we can just hash it out. If it's a major problem, and you feel that it can be resolved, Kwabuth, I'll be more than happy to, because I've never backed down from beef. But
in fact, you're one of those people who you're one of those MCs who getting into a battle, getting into beef with you is going to be a problem, because you will attack specific, you will go for the jugular, you will...
I don't think people see it like that. I don't think people see it like
Some
that.
people do. Some people do. It's just that, you know, it's nothing for imekupita. With some buzz imekupita too.
Yes.
You said yourself you're competitive. So that means you will want to go in, you make sure.
Yeah, but then, you know, the thing with and this is the problem with beef currently. Beef nowadays, it doesn't matter how dope you are.
Yeah.
It matters who has the bigger fan base.
True.
When you listen to let's say for example the Drake Meek Mill beef. When you listen to the tracks that Meek dropped and you listen to the tracks that Drake dropped, personally I feel that Meek had better diss tracks than Drake, but Drake was smart about it. He made a hit record, like he made the track back to back, and he made it a hit record, so it'll be played on radio and it'll be played everywhere. And it just so happens that Drake has a bigger fan base, had a bigger fan base. I don't know about now, because Meek has also been making strides in the industry. But Drake had a bigger fan base than Meek Mill, so obviously many people will side with Drake, and that's the problem with how the industry is right now. When Nas and Jay were beefing, Jay, I believe, and I may be wrong, but I believe that Jay was better placed in the industry and he had a bigger fan base. But when Nas dropped Ether, and Ether was a scathing diss track, and you know, people were like, oof, goddamn. And people believed that Nas won the beef. And what walikuwa wanatumia the tracks themselves, okay, who is better, who's the better MC with the tracks. But now it's all about who has the bigger fan base. So if I were to beef with a well-established artist, a top-tier artist, Sai, let's have this conversation in a year or two. But Sai, if I were to beef with the top-tier artist, the artist can go on a track na aseme the shit Kanye was saying, scoop-de-whoop-de-doop, na bado atashinda, just because he has a bigger fan base. And I don't know. I think the people who were to change that are us artists ourselves. Because I believe when an artist has, and this is what we were talking about off air, when we were saying Shidani, people are not fans of the art.
Exactly.
They're fans of the artist.
People are fans of the artist.
Yeah, I believe that when the artist just puts in a bit more work, artists are put in a bit more work and just gives us quality content. It'll make all the change. Because even fans will realize, oh shit, okay, this person has upgraded. The shit that he used to give us, now he's a better artist. Unaget. So I think the artist pia could change, and the fans of that artist will get on board. And hata hii ni bring to hiyo story nini. Let's say if we were competing against South Africa, for example. When you look at South African artists, don't even look at the underground, look at the mainstream artists. Have you heard Pretty Ugly's Goat album? Have you listened to Strings and Bling? Have you listened to Dark Moon Flower? To listening to Tuto and listening to what's AKA's album, the one after Levels.
Can't remember the name.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When you listen to these artists,
Yeah.
when their kind of music,
Yeah.
it may be mainstream, but these people are still rapping. When you listen to Pretty Ugly, goddamn, Pretty Ugly is dope. Yeah? When you listen to our mainstream, because Sisisu believe that our mainstream you have to dumb down
Yeah.
for the mainstream audience kuikubali. This is the mentality that artists uko nayo, and this is the mentality that even fans uko nayo. Because fans husema, a fan atakuambia mi nikisikiza ngoma mazee mi sitaki kufikiria, dumb down. Then aingie YouTube and listen to King Los's LA Leakers freestyle. Doesn't make sense. So,
Yes.
like in Kenya, if we wanna compete at a regional level, we also have to step our bars up. Of course, there's plenty of Kenyan rappers when you knew Z Kuruka. There's Timmy Blanco, there's Scar Cardinali, there's Shoe Kid, there's even Steph Capella. Steph Capella mazee kika chini anaweza kuandikia bonge la rap.
Yeah.
So shortage hakuna. Like, okay, I think there's just a shortage of FMCs in Kenya because.
But they're coming up because, for one, she just released her, I think her album or mixtape.
Who?
Silverstone Box.
Yeah, Silverstone. Yeah.
There's Silverstone. There's someone on IG called Sylvia Saru. She's also coming up now.
There's also Akina Veril.
too.
There's also
Yeah, there are quite a few. They're coming up. If you want good examples of MCs, Valerie can also rap.
Yeah.
So
Valerie can rap.
So there's Valerie. There's Static, Silverstone.
Yeah.
The ones that you know, but they also kuna wengine wanakuja pia.
Au wenye wanakuja ndio tunataka kuona pia. Because
Beatty for one.
when actually I think Beatty is a better singer than she is a rapper. That's just my opinion.
That's fair.
Because kwa tracks zote zenye ametoa, tracks kama Warlord ndio Mizu ni nice. When I listen to her jams za trap, maybe it's just that trap isn't my thing. Like, yes, we can do trap, but when it comes to rapping, no, I don't think trap is my thing. And I think singing, like Beatty and singing, like, far
Yeah.
more than. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Could be wrong. Yeah.
But still, why I'm saying that we need more FMCs, because I believe that even the FMCs when you're kukunze wanaweza deliver kuruka.
Yeah.
When we're talking about FMCs, we don't want to count at kuna huyu na huyu na huyu na huyu tusiweze kufika 10. Like wakuwe just as many of the MCs. So yeah, that's plus the MCs wenye wako. We also, and this is me included, we also step up our bar game if we want to compete at an international level. Like, I can't come up with seasonal punchlines against when you listen to someone like Pretty Ugly.
Yeah.
And I was listening to this Goat album.
Yeah.
Glory on Any Territory. So there's which song was I listening to? Where almost every bar, like, it's either a quotable or a punchline. So we also need to step our bar game up. You get ile mazee msenda skiza bar yako. You know what I usually think when I'm writing down my bars. What usually goes through my mind. There's this channel on YouTube called Lost in Vegas, where they usually sit down and they listen to songs and they react to it and they decipher the bars, and if it's a dope punchline, they'll pause. And so when I write my bars, mu kachini nikifikiria, when my track is played on that setup, hawa watu watakaa chini and listen to the whole track from beginning to end and just talk about Yeah, it's good. It's dope. Z, unataka a hard bar hits them, adilo on a stove like, oh, you get. That's what usually goes through my mind when I write bars. Like, I believe that I'm smart, and I want to show people that I'm smart. I usually believe that music serves three purposes, and I usually say this all the time. Music serves three purposes: to entertain, to educate, and to inform. To entertain, it's easy. We can all do it. To educate, enlighten people on what they may not know. And this is why I admired the era in music where Nas can drop a song like I Can. I know I can. That song is informative and it's educative. Yeah? And it's a mainstream song. So we can't say that it's not possible. Yeah? So I usually say that music serves three purposes: to entertain, to educate, and to inform. Entertaining, most of us have got that on lock. But can you educate someone on something that they don't know, or can you inform someone? You get in a smart. You just use an angle yenye mazim seta iskia na tak. Like when you listen to Jay-Z's verse, What's Free on Meek Mill's Championships album. Jay-Z's verse. Jay-Z's verse is gold. Jay-Z's verse is that verse yenye utaisikia and you'll keep pausing because he has a punchline or a quotable or something about history that you didn't know that he's mentioning. Nugget. And when I write my lyrics, it may not be that deep and talking about history but even if it's punchlines, nataka punchline hits you so hard, you have to pause like, oh shit, this is a double, triple entendre. He meant this and this and this and you get. And I think that's what's lacking in the hip-hop scene in Kenya. Because, and that's how I view, that's just my opinion, and that's how I view music. You know, not everyone at Ifkiria Hivo, people will listen, you know, people will have a different ear for hip-hop. When they listen to it, they look for, you know, kuna mtu mwenye just listens to this type of music and ataskia to this type of content in hip-hop and unaget. But that's how I listen. It may be a tad bit biased, but even the muskiza. And I believe, let's say for example with battle rap, when you watch battle rap, when you watch conceited battle rap, conceited at a sima bar, then he's like, slow it down, I just dissed you. Then go back and repeat that bar with a different meaning to it. It's the same
I'm
bar,
starting to enjoy that aspect. I'm starting to enjoy that aspect.
When you watch a Daylight bar, Daylight. When, and this is just one of many bars that nakumbuka. So when he was battling Charlie Clips, and he just said a simple ass line. He was like, dance Clips, do it for the vibe. Fam. That line pekeyake, like dance Clips and Vine, and he's telling Charlie Clips, dance Clips, do it for the Vine. But then again, Daylight, I don't know, he's called Devon. Like dance Clips, do it for the Vaughn. Like it has so many meanings, you get. Like so when I write bars, mutaka kuona that. I usually have my mind space yuko huko.
Yeah.
And I believe even when because what's hip hop without, you know, to smart punchlines here and there. You know, what's hip hop without those entendres and whatever. Because hip hop from the jump, from the get go, like those subgenres of hip hop, you know, there's the traps and the raps, but if it comes down to hip hop and rapping, I believe you also have to show your intellect and how well you understand the genre itself in your music. And I believe that's the best way that you can bring it out. You get. And Kenya, we need to step up. That's me included, because much as I admire my own work, I still feel that I could do better. I could do better,
And
because
we should all be trying to do better.
yeah, because at the end of the day, I'm not just looking to be a dope rapper. Like, I want to be like an all-round dope MC in Africa. Almost there. Almost there.
Yeah.
Lakini hivyo ndio naziona, because
Yeah.
when you listen to your own music, then you go back and listen to the Red Tape by Proverb, and you're like, God damn, how long ago was this? And this guy used to rap like this. So I still have some work to do. When I get Proverb, you can play the Red Tape by Proverb, and I don't think there's any Kenyan artist, a Kenyan hip hop artist, mwenye ametoa album that's as lyrical as Proverbs. None. I don't think so.
All right. I think that's the best place to leave it at. But what are your final thoughts on where we are and where we need to go as the Kenyan hip hop scene?
I think the Kenyan hip hop scene is at an upward trajectory. Because think about it like this: Kenya, like hip hop in Kenya. First off, whenever you thought hip hop in Kenya, ilikuwa wase wameparara na wanaongea juu ya mashida, yeah, and that's the mentality that people had when it came to hip hop in Kenya. And I remember when the likes of Akina Camp Mula came out. They were bougie kids, and that's not hip hop. Nyinyi watu wa uptown and all that.
I believe the time was what? It was bubblegum.
Bubblegum rap.
Bubblegum rap.
But then ukakatsini ukafikiria hip hop, I believe, is a lifestyle. It's the state you're currently in, vile unaishi life yako. And these kids, they are not going to apologize for being well off. And that's the lifestyle that they know. So they will sing and rap about it, and that's hip hop to them. So I wouldn't fault them on that. But then watu walikuwa like, toto you bubblegum rap, watu Westlands and all that bullshit. But then Camp Mula, like it or not, they paved way for Kenyan hip hop. They put Kenyan hip hop on the map. These are kids who did tracks with like, Wizkid and that one time you alikuwa BT
and it was mad because you know that time frame.
Yeah.
It's only 2-3 years.
Yeah. And they put the spotlight on Kenya.
Yeah.
And people like Camp Mula are the reason why tunaweza rap na ngoso. Na watu watasikiza.
But you would be remiss, and I would be remiss, if you didn't remember Kantai.
Yeah, there used to be Kantai, there used to be Jamani. Remember Jamani? And of course we also give them dap, we also give them credit.
Yeah.
But people like Camp Mula, walibarikiwa kuwa in that position.
Yes, in that position.
You get. Yes. So people like those and people like Kantai are the reason why tunaweza rap na kizungu na tutasikika. And when you look at now, we are in a position where we're competing with Nigeria. We're competing with South Africa. I don't think this was the case some 5-10 years ago.
No, of course it was the case.
Yeah, this wasn't the case some 5-10 years ago. Like, say we're at the regional map. And I believe now, more than ever, your hip-hop, itakuwa the pioneer of Kenyan music to the continent and to the world. Yeah, because ukakuja kuangalia most acts, yes, there's some acts who are this genre and this genre, but most acts when you are making waves and are making news at regional scale are hip hoppers, the likes of Okto and Kali and King Kaka and these are artists that identify themselves as hip hop artists in Kenya, and they're the ones that are making waves uko nje. So I think hip hop is in an upward trajectory, and I can't complain. Nikuendelea tu kupush na kuendelea tu kutoa dope music and what have you.
All right. With that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Ace the Dawn. This is Unplugged, Season 2, the premiere episode. So for a premiere episode, I had to get a premiere artist.
Right?
You see? You see how that makes sense? Alright, anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you check out Ace Don in the links down below. I'll post all his links down below to his SoundCloud, his Spotify, Apple Music. All his music is
Deezer, Tidal, Napster,
it's on all platforms.
Radio, Zote.
All platforms.
It's not on SoundCloud though. I think SoundCloud.
I thought you had a SoundCloud.
Yeah, SoundCloud I think just has my freestyles, and there's this dope track that I did called Every Time.
Still a link.
Yeah.
Still a link. You check out all the music.
But most of my music is in the major streaming platforms. The iTunes, Spotify, Napster, Tidal, Deezer.
Yes.
And all of them things. Hizo zote ndio mtazipata hapo. So yeah, go and check it out.
And also music videos.
And music videos on YouTube. Yeah. I told you there's something that I'm dropping on 31st. So wait on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Lisa.
Even though you came last minute, I know I kind of pushed you. I kind of pushed you to come last minute. But
See, you know I don't mind, Mazi. It's your story. We go offline uninyoroshe FIFA. Yes. I am not a good player. Nishasema mapema. I am not competitive. I am only competitive in hip hop.
In hip hop, video games.
FIFA ni ni leisure.
It's leisure, yes.
Yeah, leisure.
Yes.
No, we can't.
Alright, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, peace.
Pot of gold.